Welcome back to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. We've been coming to you live throughout the day from Crypto Evolve, brought to you by Viable Markets. It's the first industry conference focused on market structure for cryptocurrency. And one of the big topics we've been talking about is bridging that gap between the institutional world and the crypto world. Joining me is Jake Benson. He's founder and CEO of Libra. Let's continue having that conversation. Jake, what's the importance of having business processes in place to help bridge that gap between the institutions and crypto?
The biggest gap right now, it's clean, audited financials. I know there's a lot of talk about custody, and that's certainly a very big issue, but in producing them is a problem that you probably take for granted, but it's incredibly challenging in this industry.
It's really interesting because I haven't heard that brought up to for custody in just about every single interview. Yeah, expand upon what the audited financials and how it relates, why it's important.
So it starts with the software that tracks these transactions, and these transactions are coming from entirely new sources, the blockchains themselves, 150 plus new exchanges, and all this data is in a very distributed environment. So it's coming from places that software has never really had to communicate with before. And so we're building crypto-native software, blockchain-native software that can connect to all these sources of transactions and then format them in a way that accountants, that auditors, that non-technical professionals can actually interact with.
So how do you see services geared towards crypto investors changing over the next few months, even let's look at 12, 24 months out?
Yep. So there's a lot of focus on the sexy stuff, the front office things where you can create new arbitrage algorithms. I see there being a huge focus on the back office, the middle office. That's where we're focused on, at least. For retail investors, it's just about the easiness of the on and off ramps. Robinhood exists, Coinbase exists. It's easy to get your hands on crypto. But for an institution, the professionals, that are apparently waiting on the sidelines to get into this industry, have much more complex needs. It's all about reporting. It's about valuing these assets. How do you accurately price them? And at the end of the day, how do I produce an audited financial statement? There's thousands of companies in this space, and only a handful of them have successfully gone through an audit. And it's a lot to do with just the challenges in getting that data and processing that data.
It's really interesting how you said that everybody wants to focus on the sexy front end, but you can't have that without the back office. That even exists in traditional assets. You can't do that unless you have the back office operations and so forth. It just seems intuitive. That's where the focus should be.
I think so too.
And that's what Libra is doing.
That's what we focus on. Yep.
Right.
We are software that automates and processes all of your crypto transactions, purely satisfy fund administration, accounting, and then at the end of the day, what's absolutely essential, table stakes, audited financial statements.
Well, go back office.
Go back office.
Thank you very much, Jake, for joining me, and thank you for joining me throughout the day. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.